That's the region beta thing that you mentioned earlier on. So the region beta paradox. Imagine that if you were going to travel less than a mile, you'd walk it. If you're going to travel a mile or more, you would drive it. Paradoxically, you would travel 2 miles quicker than you would travel 1 mile because you jump in the car. And what this suggests is that if we only act when things cross a certain threshold of badness, worse things can be better than better things. So for instance, the person who lives in an apartment and it's in a kind of a sketchy area of town and there's a little bit of mold on the ceiling and the housemate's kind of a bit weird, but it's really cheap and they quite like the bed and it's not too far from their work. Someone's in a relationship and their partner's not abusive or mean to them, but they're not really that fired up and don't really see that much of a future with them. Or the person who's got a job and their boss is a bit of a dick and it doesn't pay that well, but it's really cushy and they don't actually have to work that hard. All of these people would be better off if their situations were worse, because it would galvanize them to go and do something. And this zone of comfortable complacency that people get into is where they can sit for a very long time. And this is a really dangerous one. Things aren't bad enough to be bad, but they're nowhere near good enough to be good. And this sort of gray zone, this liminal space, this sort of like productivity purgatory that you sit in, just sort of